Yeah, just a moment before we continue, and we still have a lot to offer for the Benin national anthems. Um, let me search for one of my favorites. If I can find it.
The ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters of the land. The king of the city is marching. Stand up high to the pride of the land. The founding fathers have labored and our time to serve is now. The glory of the new Edo nation will forever be our pride. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. Our treasures are found in all nations, and our greatness is second to none. Our history forever shall be written, how our kings have endured all times. Our people cultured in unity, our hearts beat for the land. Rich culture, stories of heroes, legacies forever be. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful Edo, glorious Edo, stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be. us and stand with each other. Forgive and let it go. Together we can stand, come what may, and the future lies in us. Teach our children to teach their children what our fathers taught. To fear and love the Creator, only then shall we succeed. Beautiful and glorious and you're the heartbeat of Nigeria. Beautiful and glorious and stars are singing over you. You're the land people dream to be.
Yeah, you are welcome. So, good afternoon from my side. It's almost going to evening, or it's already evening. And good morning and good evening to everyone, wherever you are today. We want to welcome you to the Benin Empire Advancement League, the home of all the Benin's. Yes, it's been a long time. I think it's about uh, 2 weeks now that we come out fully. The rest podcast we have been having was just a short one, just to keep our studio alive because we are very busy as of the moment because everyone who is living in Europe, we understand that. Uh, sorry, I have to. Yeah, we have to understand the situation we have in summer in Europe. It's not all that easy uh, to attend to people, to uh, keep relationship with other people because the type of job people are doing here is very, very tight and very, very taking a lot of time. You know. Yeah, a lot is going on. Benin Empire Advancement League is 1 year old, and we are celebrating. As I said in the other broadcast, we are celebrating. We are celebrating the whole month. The next month also, we will also be celebrating with a lot of events and maybe international conference, press conference, and all that. But let's wait and see how we can be able to organize everything. Yeah, in my own homeland, the Bill homeland, Edo State, our our origin, a lot is going on between the government and the Edo people and the palace and security issues, bad roads, and so many other things that is just going on as of this moment. That we are overwhelmed. That yeah, I don't know how to say it. Uh, we are not really doing things the way it's supposed to be done. Let me put it that way. Uh, we are going to be talking about little bit about the return of the artifact and all other things that is really affecting our state today, that is affecting the Benin's. I said we, oh, sorry. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the things that is really affecting our people today in Edo State. why we are lacking so much in different areas. First of all, let me just take a dig at our people. You know, uh, our people. How do I describe the Edos? The Edos is my people. They have a lot of energy. They are very peaceful people. They are people would like to make a with. People we like to work with them. People we like to live with them. That's why we call ourselves a peaceful place, an umbrella, a big tree that gives shade to many other tribes. Uh, yes, and this is very, very good, but there is also a big disadvantage in doing that. Doing that in the sense, uh, because of so many issues that we're having at hand, like the one that happened a few weeks ago between the one Hausama or Fulanima and an Igbo man that resulted in so many uh, that resulted in chaos, so many injuries. Uh, thank God that nobody lost their lives at that chaos, just caused by mixed information from other people. And the next disadvantage is that our culture, our heritage are being neglected, are not respected by these foreign people who don't call them foreign people, sorry, by these people who came to live with us. We know you people are peace and loving people, but our culture uh, need also to be respected because when you go to another man's house, you respect the law he has in the house. The laws of the Edo people is peace, keeping peace, living in peace with each other, no matter the language you speak, no matter where you came from. As far as you respect yourself, you respect our culture, we have no problem with you. We are even happy that you are with us because with you we are many, and we are many in one. As I always said to the Beninese, we are many but one. Yes, about the those to move forward, we are also in the sense wait and see. You know, we doesn't really take action when things are going wrong. We always wait till things escalate to the stadium that for almost beyond repair. We don't stand up when we need to stand up. We don't sit down when we need to sit down. We don't lie down when we need to lie down. That is the biggest problem we're having. Uh, why I'm saying this is what we are experiencing as of this moment. In the past 3 years, we have experienced uh, Togba, where we all know the consequence that will be coming. Because I was saying this in that time, that the consequence will be beyond our imagination. Because it's like we are handovering a huge power, a huge rock to somebody to be pressing it on you. Because if you are giving somebody power, that's something, a huge rock, putting it on you, if care is not taken, pressing you down. This is what we are experiencing today because we give power to somebody who doesn't deserve to have that power over us. And we haven't even recognized that because when I look at what is going on today, I can only see few of my fellow Edo people that is really coming out to let us know how things stand today, to let us know how they see it. People may not understand why I'm saying this. The issue is at hand in our state. Obaseki cannot make peace Governor Bess Obaseki, His Excellency. People should not say I just mention his name just like that. Let me give him that respect a little bit. Cannot promote peace in his own state, in his own state that is being handed over to him. He is running in other states, strategizing election and others. Handed over power to the deputy governor of the state. Yeah, what do I say? And during this period, in Edo State, during his tenure, we have been experiencing a lot of hazardous atmosphere among the Benis, among the Edos, among the traditional rulers, among everything that is related to our culture. For example, I would say this, the Benin language that is needed right now to be taught in our schools are not being taught. Not even in the primary level, not to talk of SS or GSS or whatever, not to talk of the university. And there's not also a preparation for that. Instead, we are improving the borrowed language we are speaking every day. Go to Britain, the language we are using, or the British English we are using. It is very, very difficult to find people, white people, that is speaking Benin, the Edo language, apart from those people that's migrated from our land to that area. But we, the Beninese, we are failing in so many fronts. We, the Edos, we are failing in so many fronts. Not just the government that will force us to teach our children the Edo language. Losing the Edo language is losing our identity, because that is our identity. That is what gives us identity. Once we lose that fully, then we lost our identity. There's no way we can be able to keep our culture. There's no way we can be able to keep our heritage. There's no way we can be able to identify ourselves as the Edos once we lost this. And this is where Obaseki is working towards. He is working towards this step, losing our identity. That should have been my the headline here. I can still do that. Okay. Before I finish, I will put it. The Edo language is our identity, and once we lose that, it's going to be in a big trouble. We are going to be having problems everywhere. We are going to be not even recognized anywhere. The reason I'm saying this, the Benin artifacts that are being returned to the palace of the Oba of Benin, we have to also ask the question. We know the artifact belongs to the Oba of Benin, belongs to the Edo people. The Oba of Benin is the custodian of the Benin history, of the Benin artifact, of the well-being of all the Benin's or the Edos worldwide. But why should we ask this question? What are the Benin's going to be profiting from it if the artifact is returned to the Oba of Benin? Many people may disagree with me, and I want you people to disagree with me, and I want you people to throw a question to me, because a lot need to be finalized. How is the money that is coming out of this artifact issue or museum? How are they going to be utilized? In what project I think this money is going to be useful? Many people will now come out to insult me and do all sorts of issues, but that is not the meaning of this show or this broadcast. because we have to clarify so many things before we start jumping from one tree to the other. So, as you all know, I stand with the Oba. My organization stands with the Oba of Benin, and we fully respect the idea that those artifacts are being returned to the palace because the palace owns it. But we have to think further. Let us think further. Let us think further, more and more. What happened then after the museum is being built, after everything is being installed? When people come to visit, what happened then? How is this income, what is coming in, how are they going to be utilized? What are the other people gaining from it? This is the question we need to be asking also before we start jumping from one place to the other. Because we need to have more information. The people need to have more information about all this. I, as a person, I stand with the Oba of Benin. He's the custodian of everything, and everything should be returned to the palace where it belongs. Now, where I'm going to is EMOWWA from Governor Obaseki and the Benin Royal Museum, as it is called, by the Oba Palace. The Benin Royal Museum represents the Benin. Benin alone, the name Benin alone is something that represents the Benin, that gives the Benin's identity. Now, when we have EMOWWA, the West Africa Museum, or what they call it, we have to ask, can we identify ourselves with that museum? What does that museum have to do with the Benin? It doesn't have anything in common with the Benin. EMOWWA is not Edo language, nor has Edo meaning. EMOWWA has nothing to do with UBINI. EMOWWA has nothing to do with Paidu. EMOWWA has nothing to do with IGODOMIGODO. EMOWWA has nothing to do with the Benin people, nothing to do with the Esan people, nothing to do with the Yoruba people, nothing to do with the Isoko people. We can now assure our people that Governor Obaseki is completely working against the Edo people and working against the Benin as a whole. The British Museum gave the British his identity. The Boston Museum gave America, Boston states in America gave them the identity. They didn't name it North American Museum. Everybody that has sense, that can think twice, will not name his father after another person, or will not name his child or give his child an alien name. All my children, although they have been born here, all of them have our own traditional name. They have their traditional name and they answer their traditional name, even here. Why would somebody wake up tomorrow and start giving my forefathers names that they don't even know, names that are alien to them? And at the same time, as the information we are getting, that even this company we are talking of does not even have a branch in Benin City, nor Edo State, nor they have the headquarters in Lagos. Although Lagos is a Benin territory, but we have to differentiate. We have to differentiate between Lagos and Benin City. And those people working in that museum, there's no one that is related to Benin. They have nothing to do with Benin. When I say yet, Obaseki is a scam. Obaseki is trying to use this company to scam the Benin people. And the Benin people should rise up against Obaseki. The Edo people should rise up against Obaseki, because we will not tolerate people that disrespect our Oba and disrespect the Oba of Benin. We will not do that. The numbers of the days you are sitting in the governor's house is limited. If you continue this way, we force you to resign, to leave Benin for us. People may not understand why I'm saying this, because everything that is happening now has something to do with our own identity. Edo, Benin is our identity. They were there before West Africa was created. They were there before Nigeria was created. We were even there before Africa was created, or given that name Africa. Why will somebody wake up tomorrow and today to say, now I'm giving you a name that is alien to you? Our forefather who died long ago, our ancestors, they has their name. And none of this name, Obaseki couldn't pick out of this name. Couldn't pick out of this name, the whole name we're having. Couldn't pick any one of them from all the Obas, or all these the Godomigos, or whatever we call them. He couldn't pick one out of them to name the museum after that. And he's coming up today to tell us the museum I'm going to give to you people will be called West Africa Museum. To hell with you. Changing my identity is a crime. It's a crime against humanity. We have to explain to Obaseki, even though the power is given to you, it can be taken away from you. It can be taken away from you. I'm still waiting to hear from the Edo people who were saying 4x4 talk back. You people should wake up from your sleep, because the day break is already there. The sky is now clear. You can see the whole motive about in all this thing. And those people sponsoring him, those people sponsoring you will get it hot very soon. They will get it hot very soon, because we, those who are willing, will be coming up. And I want to make one thing clear. We are not against any museum. If Obaseki wants to create thousands of museums in Edo State, oh, I would be happy about that. But not with the artifact of the Edo people, not with the artifact of the ancient kingdom, or the ancient empire of the Benin. That is a no-go. We will rise up. We will be happy if we create more museums in our state. It's a blessing to us. But coming out with this agenda to say now we need this museum to form, we need these artifacts to form a museum, it's a very, very big mistake you shouldn't have made. And people have been telling you right from time, leave your hand from this artifact. Remove your hand from this artifact. Because if you do, or you're Peter where utia ini fien no fiae. Obamana gbe ebori gbe. If na ya ka we omane do no ba gugun, ne do hia gugun. Omana heme. Obama igbe edori gbe. Obamana tie bone edori tie bone. Owe emokpa atame omono menwe. Ogasekwe ohi. Openi makete me now mawe. Governor Obaseki no baore edu. Artifact na. Even wedege eri madege. Ini madege ipe orimanati eni. Oni ni mate chemistry. Amenti nati physics. Oime nati oka. Uhi. Every man no kagbela. Imi here ni makao. So just interpret a little bit what I was saying. You don't think the way we think about this artifact. For you, they are just mere artifacts. But for us, they are not just mere artifacts. They are more than that. These are our chemistries. These are our physics, our history, our language, the histories of our forefathers, the laws of the Benin, the ceremonies of the Benin. Everything is in those artifacts. Now you are taking it away from us and renaming it West Africa. It has nothing to do with us. If the British who stole this artifact, or the Germans, or the French, or whatever they call them, if they can still name it in their museum, the Benin artifact, the Edo culture, the Edo court, who are you now in Benin City, in Edo State, to be renaming those artifacts? Those people working with you, they will hear hurt very soon, because we are not just going to be talking to you in Edo State. We are going to be talking to you worldwide. And we are going to be showing you how it look like when somebody is lack of respect to his people. We are going to be showing you the respect you are giving to our traditional rulers. We are going to be showing you the respect you are giving to our Omonoba. We are going to be showing you the respect you are giving to our culture, our language, our forefathers. And people always know. People should always know and remember Obatiebo, Inika, Ogwina. I would like to be calling it, or to be ending this show, because tomorrow I'm still going to be coming out. I'm going to be talking about a little bit about this issue again. And we may be talking about reincarnation, which also has to do with Obaseki, because this has been a long tradition. Because tomorrow is a great day for the Benin people was a tearful day that very day, thinking for about 180 years ago. Our sovereignty was taken away and our nationalities was taken away by force. So we are going to be coming out to be talking. I'm going to be coming out because the other people, they are very busy as of this moment. Also doing other things one way or the other in other countries. I'm going to be coming out and talk about the reincarnation and the atrocities committed by the Obaseki and his people that period. That led us to where we are today. Okay. Let me say thank you to my viewers, those of you that stand with me. Yes, the Great Benin, sorry, the Benin Empire Advancement League. We continue to celebrate, as I said before. We are going to celebrating in Ghana, celebrating in Nigeria, in Togo. It's a part of Ivory Coast. Where we still have some of our people newly discovered. And these are actually our people. And yes, we are going to be doing that in a grand style way. But we don't exaggerate. We don't put things we are doing in social media people so that people will be. Yeah. But we know where we stand. We stand with the Omonoba of Benin. We stand with the Edo people. We stand with the Beninese. We stand with the Benin Empire in and out of Nigeria. So we are not enemy to anybody, and we are not alien to our state. So my appeal to Governor Obaseki before I leave this show, my appeal is, Governor Obaseki, please rethink everything you are doing before you start doing it, or rethink everything before you come to a press conference to address those, because we now understand your motive. You are trying to erase us from this earth, and we will not allow that to happen in any way. If the palace cannot defend themselves, we are going to defend ourselves. And we are going to do it in a way that is going to be shocking, because this is our land, our homeland. One of our sons said this before in his song, Papa's land, live there for us. That is a no-go area for anybody. Please, we are pleading with you. The Edo people are pleading with you. Rethink every step you are going to be taking now, because it's going to decide a lot of things. If everything is going to end peacefully or everything is going to escalate, everything depends on you. We, the Edos, we made our decision long ago, before you were born, before I was born, before this new generation came to existence. Our forefather made this decision very, very long ago to give us this identity. And this is our identity. We will not like to give it up without a fight. That is what you should understand. So thank you for being with me here. Our identity is very, very important to us, because there's no way we will allow that to happen, anybody to take our identity or the identity of our children away. The name Edo or Benin is our identity. And in West Africa, museum is not our identity. We have nothing to do with that. And this must be clear to anybody. Trying to erase our name from the world map is a very, very big mistake. And we are not going to allow that to happen without a fight. And fighting each other will reduce our population and will give other people a chance to eliminate us. That is why we are pleading with you right now that rethink every step, because this is very, very important. Rethink every step you are taking. Because I am not going to allow that to happen. And I know of thousands of people that are not going to allow that to happen in any form. There is a lot you can do for the Benin people that will make the Benin people happy. The Edo language teaching in schools, promoting Edo cultures, doing all sorts of things to promote our language, our culture, our heritage. The Edos will be very happy with that. But stealing their properties is not allowed. Because I call it stealing because that is the system you're using. Many people may call it robbery because I'm not going to go to that extent because you haven't used any arm or something like that or force to do that now. Let me say stealing, because you're stealing what doesn't belong to you. And we will defend that. We will collect it back from you. You owe the other people a lot of respect. You owe them a lot of respect because they give you a lot, but you are not giving back anything. You are not giving them back anything. Look at the whole status in Edo State. Look at the situation they are. Look at how dilapidated those statues are. But you ignore everything about that because you cannot profit anything from there. Because you cannot get any money from there. These are the things you should have been doing, maintaining all those things first. And when we see how you are doing all those things, if you're doing good, then we will now come up and say, okay, you have been doing some good to the Edo people. Let us reward you. But you have not been doing that. Some of these statues are falling down. You didn't take notice of it. Our roads, infrastructures, nothing. Because there's no state, there's no land that can develop without infrastructure. You can build tech upon tech in Edo State. It won't help Edo people to develop because we cannot export those tech. We cannot employ those people that have been trained there when they finish. But when we have good infrastructure, good roads, good trade system, which we don't even have, then good electricity, people will now be thinking of investing. People like me also will also be thinking of investing in our state, where you have 24 hours electricity, where you can even work from here when you sit down here in this office where I am now, or a studio where I am now, start working in Nigeria, even without being going there. This is what I do in my office here where I'm sitting. If I'm called anytime, it's just only my laptop or my phone or my normal computer. I can view my assignment. I know how to go about it. But we don't have, we are not up to that standard yet. But if we have electricity and good roads, good security, these three things, they will give Edo State a good boost. Our economic will be growing and growing and growing. But we doesn't have these three things. Good road, electricity, security. These are the things you should supposed to be talking about, not building our EMOWWA in Lagos and giving them control in Lagos. Or somebody from Ife investing in it. We know the direction all this problem is coming from. We know the direction they are coming from. But I don't want to mention name, because if I mention name now, people will start saying, where did you know that? Where did you hear that? But I don't want to give anybody explanation. But we know the direction these things are coming from. And we know which of our people who is doing that, who is working with these aliens. These hungry people, we know them. But we will not allow that to happen. So thanks everyone, and see you tomorrow, and have a great day. Happy weekend. And yeah, see you. Peace.